So welcome everyone. This is our interval aerobic interval training class. High intensity interval training. We're gonna be actively moving, little bit of recovery. The idea is to every exercise that we have here is do 2 rounds. We're gonna go 40 seconds of work and then 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds recovery. And then I think we've actually been promoted to 45 seconds work for it and 15 seconds recovery. So we'll do that. And then once we are done with that, after each round, we'll take about maybe a minute. And after every big set, we'll take maybe 90 seconds. Okay. So no more than 90 seconds rest at once. So that's where you should have an opportunity to drink some water, use the restroom if you need to go. But yeah, should be burning a lot of calories today. So, all right, Jen, we got changed the setting a little bit. So, all right, here we go. Let's go ahead and begin with our stretches. So, just looking left to right over here. Just gentle turns up and down. Neck circles. Switch. So arm circles right here. So reverse. We focus on one arm. Get a little bit more range of motion when we do that. Switch. Let's go trunk rotation. So just left to right. Let's go ab circles. All right, big hula hoops. So just big hip circles. Big hip circles. Switch. All right, let's go ahead and do our quad stretch. So grab a hold of your left ankle and pull on that quad. Let's go ahead and switch. So with our hamstring stretch, grab a hold of your ankles, drop down and up. Let's do 8 of these. Very good. All right, and then our last one is our deep squat. So drop down here. And we could rise. Awesome. Okay, so have your water nearby. Um, Let me check equipment. We have standing. We have some light dumbbells. We could get some light dumbbells. Go ahead and do that. If you have a mini band, you could use a mini band today. If you have a yoga mat, we'll use that. We might use the yoga mat just for mountain climbers at some point. But yeah, it's mainly body weight. Okay, so just make sure you have some comfortable shoes. Nothing that you're gonna twist your ankle on. I already feel these shoes I'm currently wearing a little bit too big, so I don't want to wear anything that's too big because I feel like on anything that's like jumping or bouncing, my feet could slide. I don't want to get hurt. So yeah, so remember this is a class where we tend to burn the most calories throughout the week. It's this class. So get ready. And like I mentioned, this is week 5. After this week, we will go. Um, yeah, after this week, we are already halfway through the term. So, all right, first set is going to be fairly easy. We're going to go cross high knees. Okay, cross high knees is the first one, 45 seconds. Hammies to glutes, second. Side pulses is third. We could actually switch it up from, yeah, let's do side pulses because tomorrow we do have lower body strengthening. So we'll be doing lunges tomorrow and a variation of them. So we don't want to stack those too much. So, great. Let's go ahead and begin. So remember, 45 seconds of work and then 15 seconds recovery in between movements. Okay? All right, here we go. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. So just right here. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Just stay moving. You can walk around a little bit. You don't have to stay in the same place. And you could go as wide as you can, or you could kind of keep it close, depending how you're feeling, but switch it up. We're at 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, 15 seconds rest. We have our hammies to glutes next. All right, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So hammies to glutes is right here. So you could stay as close as you want, or you could go as far wide as you want to. And you could also walk around. So I would almost prefer if you did walk around, you could go backwards because then now we're getting a little bit more out of those joints too. So actively moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 15 seconds rest. Next is our side pulses. So remember, we're actively being engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And this one, let's just step back. So this one, I don't need you to walk around. Just stay in this position. And feel free to take more rest if you need to. I'm only implementing this since we've been progressing over the last few weeks. We'll take a 1-minute rest after this one. But if that feels like a little bit, then just go on the chat or unmute yourself and yell at me. I need more time, or that's fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, 1 minute. Just catch your breath.
So Julio, that set exercises remind me of Jack LaLanne.
Oh yeah, the cobra arms, right? With the
all those
python.
things.
Yeah.
Those are the kinds of things he would do. As I remember from, I was a very little kid.
my master's professor, one of them for biomechanics, he would always bring Jack LaLanne up because he said when he was a young or a teenager that they would always advertise him in the back of like comic books or and it's like if you want like python arms, you need to do this workout, and if you want like a cobra back, do this, or so it's pretty cool that that's kind of how personal training began, stuff like that. So, all right. So we are going into round 2. Good job. So same idea. Ready, high knees. Okay, go. So you're just actively moving. Jack LaLanne. Yeah, he always preached about Jack LaLanne, like, he was definitely a game changer.
But same concept. He had like a half-hour TV show so you could do the exercise in your home with virtually no equipment.
Yeah.
The only thing is he wore a jumpsuit.
Oh man. 3, 2, 1, time. Yeah, I don't know if I could pull that one off. All right, cross high knees. So next ones are hammies to glutes, but now we're incorporating the arms. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So start with the legs, and then once you feel good, do the arms. So remember, you could stay close with your legs or go as far wide as you can. Okay, 30 seconds. After this one, we take 90 seconds rest, okay? Well, sorry, after the third movement. This is our second. And time. Side pulses. Shoulders were getting a little sore after. Side pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You could even do a reverse. Do you want to do like a reverse side pulse? Yeah. So the reverse, just again, don't give me a full lunge, just like a 50% effort lunge. Yeah, I like this movement. I hadn't done it. Just variations to every exercise. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Actually gained a minute 45 rest. Okay, minute 45. Ooh, already at 46 calories. All right, I'm gonna grab my 5-pound weights. So if you have some, go ahead and grab those. Remember this one we introduced not too long ago, but this is where we do our cherry pickers. So I have my dumbbells here, and this is where wide stance. You're gonna go ahead and reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, set, reach, set, and you're constantly doing that. So you're doing a nice cardio workout, and at the same time, you're doing rows for your back and some work for your shoulder and triceps. That's the first one. We still have 45 seconds left. Then we have a side step jack. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to be coordinated here. Side step jack, and then standing cross toe taps. Okay, so that's just here, hand to opposite foot. Okay. We got 20 seconds left. Is that good enough rest, or do we need more? Can you see thumbs up or a crying emoji? Give me a thumbs up then. All right, Debbie, Miss Wen, thumbs up. All right, see a lot of thumbs up. Good. If we need more, just let me know. Maybe we'll take a little bit more halfway through the workout. And begin. So wide stance, grab, grab, drop, drop, grab, grab, drop, drop. And if you don't have the weights, then you could just do the motion of reaching and coming back up, okay? Fifteen more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Side step jacks. Ooh, those burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And remember, we're doing jumping jacks at some point, but if these side step jacks are too easy for you, you could do jumping jacks too. So my calf's feeling a little bit better, but it's not 100%. I think it's at like 40 or 50% right now. All right, 15 more seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, 15 seconds. We have our cross toe taps. Arms are getting a little bit tired. Ready? Cross the toe taps. Okay, go. So these don't have to be fast unless you want them to be. So if they're fast, you would just incorporate more of a skip. But I'm pacing myself. This is a long workout. I know I'm gonna burn at least 300 calories, so I'm in no rush to burn an extra calorie here. I did have some pizza yesterday though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Get our minute break. 1 minute break. And we're back to our cherry pickers. And we're ready. Yeah. Got my shoulders. So I have 35 seconds. I'm at 72 calories right now. All right, 10 seconds. So again, have my weights. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 45 seconds of work. Oh, that one rolled a lot. Remember to come up. Don't just stay hunched over the entire time. You're gonna have a really sore back if you do that. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oof. Got tired. Those last 10 seconds were rough. All right, side step jack. 3, 2, 1, go. Good job, Jan. I can't do that right now. I'm out of breath. Jan's doing jumping jacks. I'm getting tired just looking at her. Trying to run. 15 more seconds. Possibly 4 miles later today. We have our run club where we meet every Thursday night at 7 p.m. at Long Beach City College. 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. And then we still have our cross toe taps. 3, 2, 1, go. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, minute 45 rest. So get your bathroom break, get whatever break you need. Okay, next we'll switch it up. This one's a little different. We're gonna go with inchworm. So remember inchworm, we crawl out into a hand plank, come back, stand up. Then we have our duck walk. So remember our duck walk, get into the lowest squat position that you can. So if it's here or here, and then remember we're just walking in a duck walk motion, okay? And then lateral shuffles. So if you have your resistant band, you could go ahead and grab that, put that around your ankles or right above your knees. And then we're doing lateral shuffles, which is gonna be walking. And if you're gonna go a little bit quicker, you could go a little bit quicker too, okay? But we're just shuffling side to side on that. We still have 30 seconds. Let's remember inchworms. 91 calories right now. Remember, there's some sets that just burn more than others. So I think we have 6 sets. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Inchworm. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oof. Got me. Duck walks are next. So remember, get into a low squat and then we're shuffling, walking forward and backwards. 3, 2, 1, go. Going backwards. And just get into a low squat position. Ten more seconds. Legs are gonna start burning soon. Or they might be already. 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. Lateral shuffles. Okay. So now it's a similar motion, but now we're moving side to side. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. You can walk, you can go fast. All right, it almost feels like you're line dancing. This might be the biggest stretch here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, minute 15. Minute 15 rest. Some water. Good work. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. We're back to our inchworms. All right, inchworms. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Duck walks. 3, 2, 1. Go. Stay low, as low as you can. Ooh, legs are slowing down. Keep going, folks. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh, rough one. All right, back at it. Shuffles. 3, 2, 1. Go. All right, 20 seconds. More seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. All right. Minute 45 break. Okay. Next one, I need to go to the restroom real quick, but it's jumping jacks, curtain closers, and night skaters. Okay, so get ready. We have a little bit over a minute. All right, right on time. Ready, jumping jacks. Okay, go. I'm sprinting over here. We're keeping, yeah, this is a good sign. Feels okay on my calf. I couldn't do this on Monday without any pain. Just don't want to overdo this. Yeah, keeping Julian in from daycare. Seems a little bit under the weather. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. Curtain closers. Remember, curtain closers. Wipe stance. Punch. Pull. Punch. Pull. Rotate with your hip. Pull. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go. Actively moving. 15 more seconds. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Ooh, you're busy with that one. Do you remember ice skaters? We're hopping side to side. Okay? You could hop as little as you want. It could be this, or it could be more. Ready, go. So the further you jump, the more weight bearing it will be on that leg. So just be mindful if you have knee pain, or if you have tight calves like I do, just be mindful. You got 17 seconds to go. And if you start getting a little tired, then you can keep it a little bit closer, just kind of shift your weight. But if you're feeling good, then go further. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Minute 15. How's everyone doing? Good. All right. Good workout. Oh. Someone signed off. That was enough for someone. 45 seconds. Good job. Miss Wynn, you're doing well. She's laughing. I know Jan's doing well. Neelam, are you doing well? Olivia?
Yes, I'm doing good. Thank
Good.
you.
Yes, yes, good job.
I'm doing good, Julio. That's my favorite class.
Oh man. Yeah. It's not gonna lie, this is one of like my least favorite, but I just like to complain, but I know it's one of the most kind of rewarding ones when you're done with it. So good job. 5 seconds. I just complain. So don't mind me. 3, 2, 1, go. So I think we're on our fourth set, and I think we're doing 6 sets. So we're past the halfway mark. Yeah, but it's nice to walk away with this workout, burning quite a bit of calories and feeling successful. Like I said, all of our classes, they have a purpose, but this is just one that fatigues you out a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. I think my calves are starting to feel it. Need a foam roll or stretch after this. Curtain closers, 3, 2, 1, go. Punch and pull. Close those curtains. This is the first thing I do when I go to a hotel and the windows are wide open. I just get in front of those windows and I do this motion. Just grab it and 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Ooh. Yeah, especially if it's nighttime and you turn on the lights and all your curtains are open and there's people outside. It's just like, you have to do it. All right, ice skaters. Okay, go. And if you're doing them far, try to get low with your hips too. So you could get a nice glute exercise out of it. 10 more seconds. And time. All right, we have 2 more sets. Let's go with, all right. What is this? So we have, next one is bunny hops. So bunny hops on your toes. If that's too taxing, we still have 45 seconds. We're just gonna do heel raises, okay? Heel raises, I'll probably just do those. Then mountain climbers on the floor, bring our knees to our chest. And then the next one is gonna be body weight walking lunges. So we're just gonna be actively moving, okay, for the lunges. So doing each movement twice. Shoes came undone. Okay, 15 seconds. Well, might take Julian to like a matinee kids movie today. I think that we haven't done that. I think that'd be fun. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So bunny hops or calf raises. I'm gonna go with the calf raises just because the way my calves have been feeling lately. Calf raises are less taxing. I'm actually gonna do these on the door. I like doing these on the door. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one. Time. Good stuff. Mountain climbers. Remember this one, we are on the floor. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. A few more seconds. Three, two, one. No, always got to. All right, and body weight walking lunges. So remember, just work on good form. You don't have to do these super fast. 3, 2, 1, go. So lunge. And make sure you just reset at that starting position. Any more seconds. 200 calories. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, minute 15. I feel like I need to sit down. One minute. We have 20 seconds. Okay, here we go. Bunny hops. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that's enough. I'm gonna go with the wall calf raises. Fifteen more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10. All right, mountain climbers are next. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, walking lunges. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Okay. Going into our last set. Okay. Last set is power jacks. Power jacks over the line. So over the line, just if you have a line right on your floor, or just imagine a line, we're gonna go ahead and with our left ankle or our left foot, just jump over it. So a little bit of balance. If that seems a little bit too much, then just give me a lateral hop here. Okay, actually let's do this for 2 foot, because on the second round, I want to do the hopscotch motion. Okay, and then I need progression. You know that one where we march for 15, we skip for 15, then we run for 15. Okay, we have 45 seconds left. So that's our last group. We're gonna do 2 rounds. And we're taking Julian to the movies, so hopefully he doesn't get bored or distracted. All right, 15 seconds. So remember, power jacks is our first one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So stay low. It's a squat and a jumping jack. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Gets you over the line. So again, imagine one line, and we're just hopping over it side to side, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. And it's not for speed, it's just for some lower body strengthening. Almost like you're skiing here. I've never been skiing, but I'm assuming that's what it's like. 10 more seconds. Those arches and the calves might be being on fire. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Job. High knee progression. Remember, we do a high knee walk, then a skip, and then a run. 15 seconds each one. Ready? Begin. Just give me high knees. And skip. So the skip should incorporate a little bit more high knee motion here. But you could just keep that high knee movement going. And the last 15 seconds, go as fast as you can. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. One more round. Good job, folks. Almost there. Good stuff. Okay, 45 seconds. Remember, tomorrow's lower body strengthening and balance. And then Saturday is our body tune-up class. So then we will be officially done with week 5. Next week, we'll only meet Monday through Thursday next week, okay? So we're off 4th of July weekend. Ready? Power jacks, 3, 2, 1, go. And moving. Fifteen more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Ooh. 2 more. Hopscotch. 3, 2, 1. Go. So out and forward and back. seconds. 3, 2, 1. I need progression. Last one, and we're done. 3, 2, 1, go. I need progression. Last one, folks. Skip. Sprint. Three, two, one, time. Good job, folks. High fives all around. Oh, we didn't skip a beat.
I'm trying to find a death emoji, but I can't find it. So that means I'm worn now, but still surviving this class.
Death emoji, yeah. Yeah, just like you guys are doing well. Remember, we started with 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and now we cut that rest into halves. Now it's 45 and 15. So yeah, so that's really where the biggest change is you're getting more fit, and it's not so much that you're working out so much more, it's just the rest is so much less now. So good job. Let's go ahead and then just cool down a little bit so we don't cramp up or anything like that. Let's go ahead and grab a hold of the side of your chair and just nice gentle push. Thank you all for sticking around the whole time. If you ever miss a class, remember the recordings are always up, so yeah, expect you to go back and complete those. You can't make it. Switch. Yeah, every Thursday now, well, at least in the summer, like I know I'm gonna burn the most calories out of the week because I have this, which today we're at 285 calories. Um, let's go ahead. You could just do any stretches that you prefer from the chair. To be honest, you don't have to do the exact same ones I'm doing. If you like another one, the performance one I just love. Um, but yeah, and then since I'm leading the run club, at minimum I try to do 4 miles there. So yeah, it's kind of nice to know that you have a group of people like this class or a club gonna gently push down to kind of be there suffering with you at the same time. I think if we could just snap our fingers and get the results or rewards that these workouts give us, I think most of us would, yeah, take that option. But yeah, working through it together, it's a nice feeling. Switch. Yeah, there's a movie theater not too far from here, and I think it's pretty old school looking. Um, and yeah, I think on during around between 11 and 3 they might have movies for $5. So I'll see. I think there might be a new animated Disney movie that came out recently. Yeah. Yeah, so these are my old running shoes. I think I ran with these shoes maybe about a year and a half ago, but I won't run with them because they don't provide that support, that constant support throughout the entire run. But I still keep them around for like, workouts like these or sometimes some yard work. But I feel like I have some even older running shoes that I use for yard work. And yeah, yeah, just kind of retain them. Oof. All right, good. So how's everyone else feeling? Teresa, Debbie, Josefina, Carmen, Neela, Miss Wynn, Death Emoji,
I
Jen.
am sweating a lot.
Good.
Uh, ooh,
There you go. It feels good, like when you
yes.
toxins leaving your body and like you're just kind of clearing them out, making your pores open up and yeah, just sweat. So
Ahora,
this stuff.
ahora estuvo bueno, Julio, gracias.
And when does anyone have a sauna at their house?
Well, I don't need a sauna here.
Today we don't need it.
They have these workouts. I know. I feel like I've been seeing personal saunas at like Costco more often. So I wonder. I was like, oh, like yeah. So
Yeah.
all right, everyone. Yeah, I'm still
Thank you,
sweating,
Julio.
and this is one of those workouts where you'll probably continue to sweat for another 10 or 15 minutes. So you're still burning calories until your body really relaxes. So that's another
Okay.
benefit of these classes is that you're still burning. But yeah, just cool off and enjoy the weather that it's nice right now. So
Thank
Okay.
you.
all right,
Next
everyone.
week,
Gracias.
Julio,
Okay.
Julio, next
Yes.
week we
Uh-huh.
have classes from Monday.
Monday through Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So no Friday, no Saturday.
Okay.
got it.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.